Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay.
Check. Fresno.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going with Lindsey.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that the guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's Wilson, flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Wilson, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And an alley to run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Letting one go deep. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A give, running right, Lindsay. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lindsay.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run. It's Lindsay, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll run here with Lindsay. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now it's Lindsay.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Lindsay running right. And he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? But, you know, when you're 2 for 2, you can log it for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now here's Mahomes. That catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got it to Williams. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points, let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. So we reach halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow. Target. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is born. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Here's Wilson to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, and the Patriots have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready. That's it.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team.
He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Clear. 14.
Another run by Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Shift. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
I'm here all day.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Clement. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Corey Clement, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2. 2:05 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. He'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. A gain of 6 there on first. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A quick pass out to Juju. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.